education, one time, a candidate presented a certificate, and please, I'm not, religious leaders who are in the room, I am not looking down upon you. This guy had attended a conference of religious leaders somewhere in South America, and they gave him a certificate of participation in in Spanish or Latin. Then he took it to IEBC. Then they cleared it. He said it's a certificate. I did a master's. When later on they found a translator, they said, no, it says certificate of participation. This is not a degree. You know, that's why I'm telling you, you know, one candidate for position of governor presented a PhD certificate that she couldn't even defend. When someone asked her, what was your thesis on? She said, what is a thesis? How would you have, I mean, I know we are innovators in Kenya, but some innovation is, it's a joke, you know, as it were. So, my brothers and sisters, so, Dr. Bogongo, that's the story of my life. Grew up with all these wonderful people you see here, Professor Otiso, going to Manga Primary School. And sometimes I tell media when they challenge me and Gen Zs who are in the room, I didn't drop from Mars or from Jupiter. And I have lived this life. Simple, what you see is what you get, straightforward, raised by parents who are, you know, materially poor but very rich in spirit and love for us and commitment. The other day, I was telling some lawyers here in a room that, and this is the last thing I will say on that particular score, that one day I will tell the whole story in full length in my book when it comes out, that I would never have gone to school or I would never have finished school without my mother. My mother is the most patient person on earth. Because this is interesting. Every day between, I think, standard 1 and standard 3, every single day I went to school, I lost my pencil. I frankly don't know how it got lost, but I lost it. Kefa is here, he can testify to that. I think in climbing trees, eating guavas in Mosoti's compound, and so on, somehow, I mean, it was some miserable thing you could not manage properly. It just gets lost. I didn't know what used to happen. And my mother worked hard. I mean, I don't know anybody in this world who's more patient. She would go to the market and sell milk, you know, sell her wares. And every Sunday come home, she would go to the market twice a month. Once a fortnight, she would be at the marketplace. Then she buys a set of pencils. And then she comes and cuts each one of them into 3. Because she knows that I am actually going to lose that one. And every single morning, I don't know anybody more patient than that. Every single morning, she would sharpen one for me to go with to school. She tried all gymnastics to help me keep the pencil, including creating a hole here, you know, on your collar. She cut my shirt and created a hole and told me, listen very carefully, when you're finished writing, put it back in there. When you climb the tree, it will not get lost, it will still be there. But I still lost it. I don't know, it still got disappeared. But there's no day I went to school without a pencil. She even made some string, made some marks around it and tied the string and tied it around my neck and said, look, it will not get lost now. Even if you run, it will still be there. So come back with it in the evening. There's no day I went back home with a pencil. So that is how we grew up. I think the problem was, Kefa, as you remember, is the wavas in Mosoti's compound that were a problem. Because we would go to climb there during break time and so on, and then the damn thing gets lost and so on. But she did not stop giving me a pencil every day. So that we are humble. That's why when we discuss these things about the leadership of our country, about the future of our country, that we are moving forward, we mean it. I mean, it's from here. And now, I'll dedicate the next few minutes of my speech to the serious stuff, away from my troublesome pencil. Good people, about a year and a half ago, when I was about a few weeks old at the bank, I met a group of young economists, Kenyan young economists at the bank. Just pumped into me as we were having tea. And then the way people get excited when they bump into me in town, "Oh, CS, you are here." I said, "Yeah, I'm here." "Really, you are the one here?" I said, "Yeah, I'm not AI generated, it's me." We said, "Do you mind giving us a few minutes? We would like to hear your story about public service. What do you think?" I said, "I have no problem. When do you want us to meet?" We agreed to meet some day in the course of the week. And we were together for about 2 hours. Then they asked me, after all the stories are said and done, what are the 2 things you would like us to learn even as we work here at the bank? I told them, 1, always part for your country. Fight for your country. We may have whatever challenges we have at home. We have disagreements sometimes because of politics. But our country is our collective form